Donald Trump is quite literally losing it on the White House lawn right now as Iran issues another warning. An Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps radio transmission warned all nearby vessels in the Strait of Hormuz maintain a 10-mile buffer from U.S. warships because, quote, we need to teach the Yankees a lesson. We will fire missiles and we will send our drones if you are close to these American ships. Quote, we need to teach the Yankees a lesson. Iran's Parliament National Security Commission chairman separately said, we are not ever going to leave the Strait of Hormuz. The Strait of Hormuz is more valuable to us than having a nuclear weapon. Mohammed Makbar, an advisor to Iran's supreme leader, said on Friday that Iran's control over the Strait of Hormuz is an asset on the scale of an atomic bomb, adding that Tehran would not give up the capability that it earned by winning the war. And we're now seeing more video footage of Iran's retaliation against the United Arab Emirates that's coming in, that's being suppressed by American media as well as Middle East media. So take a look right here, what it looks like in the Dubai airport area after Iran responded to U.S. strikes on Qasem Port and Donald Trump's Project Freedom. You can see right there in the distance from the Dubai airport, the smoke plumes that are rising. Iran's also releasing additional video footage right now of the missile strikes from last night. I'll show you these missile strikes right here. Let's play it. And these are more missile strikes that have been, video of the missile strikes that have been released from the Iranian Revolutionary Guard. Here, play this clip. Also, a source very close to the parliament leader, MB Ghalibaf, is posting the following strategic assessment. And I'm going to show you Trump's response in just a moment. So this basically a spokesperson for Ghalibaf says, strategic assessment. The U.S. Army failed last night for the second time in opening the Strait of Hormuz by military means. The U.S. will continue this approach until early June. And during this period, tensions will steadily escalate. The Strait of Hormuz has now become the measure of defeat and victory in the war. Pause right there, which is interesting because before the war started, before Trump and Netanyahu's catastrophic invasion of Iran, the Strait of Hormuz was open. So now the only metric of is this war successful? Can we get to the status quo before the invasion of Iran? Also, this spokesperson for MB Ghalibaf says, contrary to media assessments and statements by American officials in last night's attack, the first shot and operational initiative were in Iran's hands and the United States was merely in the position of reacting. The alert level for military conflict has indeed been raised. So let me take you to the White House lawn. This is what it looks like. I'm not showing you Mar-a-Lago right now. I'm showing you the White House lawn. This is what Donald Trump has done to the White House. And apparently he invited families of people who died in wars. And Donald Trump starts to tell them, we stop transgender mutilization. That's with all of this going on, Trump holds a press conference. Just look what the White House looks like. Look how gaudy and gross it looks. And Trump says, we've saved your children from having their genitals cut off. This is Donald Trump's message right now to the families of military members who died in combat. Play this clip.
We stopped transgender mutilization of your children for everyone. We don't have that. But I want to thank every single mother here this afternoon and all across our nation for your work every single day. America's moms are really raising the future of our country.
Then Donald Trump says to one of the mothers who lost a child in war, I heard from a list that I received that he was good, that your son was good. They give me these lists and they tell me your son was outstanding and I read the lists. Here, play this clip.
Thank you. Thank you, Janice. Hi, you look great. That's a beautiful hat. Thank you, Janice. Who lost her son, Marine Captain Jesse Melton, and I heard he was an outstanding. They give me lists and they tell me about people. You know, they said that Jesse was outstanding, Janice. They have the word outstanding.
Then Donald Trump talks about the black granite that he's now installed in the White House patio area, where he's ripped up the prior flooring and he put black granite. This is what he wants everybody to know. Here, play this clip.
Everything. And right up here, you probably noticed the new black granite. And it's been so well received, people can't even believe it, because the stones were all broken and really in bad disrepair. And it's really become great. And we added the pictures of the presidents, from George Washington to a guy named Trump.
Now, while the tensions in this war are clearly escalating, while there appears to be a war going on, but you know, war is peace, peace is war, just like 1984. This information's being suppressed here in order to manipulate the markets. Actually, in Florida, in Doral, where Trump has a golf club, Donald Trump convened religious leaders to bless his golden statue. He received a 15-foot golden statue of himself in his Doral, Miami club, and he held an opening ceremony to his statue and had religious leaders start delivering blessings to the statue. For example, Pastor Mark Barnes said, had the honor of leading Donald Trump's statue dedication event today at Trump Doral, Miami. Mission accomplished, Mr. President. The mission being accomplished is not winning the war in Iran or helping people get health care or helping people afford things. Mission accomplished is a 15-foot golden statue of Donald Trump in his golf course. And now these MAGA religious leaders, who are not, in my opinion, religious leaders at all, but I'm sharing with you my opinion. They do blessings, and they have Donald Trump call in as they bless the statue. Play this clip.
I want to make sure everyone can hear. Okay, sir.
Hello, everybody. I want to thank you so much for being there today, and more importantly, for what you did. The statue is beautiful. You know, I saw it during the weekend. We had a big PGA tournament with a great champion, and all great champions, actually, but it was a great tournament. And I got to look at it very closely, and it's incredible. And I just want to thank you. I know it was done from love, and I want to thank Mark Burns, a pastor. He's a good pastor. He's a good man. I've known him a long time. He's been with me from the beginning, right from the beginning. Maybe about 2 days later, right? 2 days. But
right, Mr. President.
he was right at the beginning, and I appreciate it, Mark. You're great.
I've got to tell you, I've become a big Olipop person lately. There's just something satisfying about finding a soda that actually tastes great without feeling like you're drinking a traditional soda loaded with sugar. What hooked me originally was honestly the flavor, but then I realized Olipop is a new kind of soda that combines the classic soda taste with the benefits of a functional ingredient blend to support digestive health. And with high fiber and low sugar, it's become my go-to afternoon pick-me-up. And now they've got 2 new summer flavors that are seriously ridiculous. First, raspberry sherbet, super bright, fruity, refreshing, tastes like summer in a can. It's only 30 calories with 6 grams of fiber and 2 grams of sugar, and honestly feels like a summer treat. But I also love that blackberry vanilla is back. People apparently wouldn't stop asking for it, and I get why. You get that tart blackberry flavor with smooth vanilla. It is insanely good. That one's got 50 calories, 9 grams of fiber, and 5 grams of sugar. And look, 95% of Americans don't get enough daily fiber, so if you could sneak some into something that tastes this good, I am in. Get a free can of Olipop right now. Buy any 2 cans in store and they will pay you back for 1. Just go to drinkolipop.com/Meidas. You can find Olipop in the soda aisle and chilled beverage section at retailers nationwide, including Walmart and Target.
Meanwhile, on state regime media, how do they want to distract the American people? While there's a war raging, while we should talk about what's actually going on in the world, right? Nope. This is a weapon of mass distraction regime. So they bring in Sean Duffy, who's the transportation secretary, who met his wife, who's a Fox host. They met on the Real World Road Rules Challenge, that reality show from the early mid-90s. Remember Real World Road Rules? That's how Sean Duffy got not famous. He was on the Real World Road Rules Challenge, and he was like a weird dude on that show. And so what they've announced on Fox was that for the past 7 months, Duffy and his wife have done a real world road rules tour throughout the country for the past 7 months. And they're bragging about this while the American people are suffering that he's done a 7-month reality show. Or this is what's going on right now. Play this clip.
Our 50th anniversary is fast approaching, and what better way to celebrate our beautiful country than to see our beautiful country?
The Duffy family is doing just that, embarking on a great American road trip to rediscover our great nation.
I think Mud's kind of mad. I'm not. You're mad.
We're not going to fight on this trip. Put your seatbelts on.
So we're inviting you along with our family on the Great American Road Trip. Stop scrolling and hit the road, mile by mile, window down, and hearts wide open.
Welcome to Montana.
The Duffys, they've got tons of kids. I think they have like 11 kids.
9
or 11 something. Is there a difference?
Wow. And guess who's here? The Duffys.
We're here.
So, Sean, as Transportation Secretary, I assume this was your idea.
So I wanted to lean into America's 250th birthday. Rachel and I actually met on a road trip on a reality TV show.
Right.
And so over the course of 7 months, we just kind of found these moments where I might be able to do some work. I could take the kids with me, do a road trip.
Oh, yeah.
And our motto is to love America is to see America. And
then Donald Trump, back to his speech over there, calls the border stupid. He says he calls the border stupid. Play this clip.
Angel moms who saw their precious children stolen from them by the open border policies of the radical left. Open borders, I call them stupid borders, not open. I call them stupid borders by stupid people that put them there. And the migrant criminals that let them pour into our country, and bad things happened. Bad things happened.
And then he claims that he reduced your drug prices by 600%. He goes either 90% or 600%. He's claiming that he's reduced, that your drug prices right now, your healthcare costs have gone down 90% because of the actions that he's taken. Here, play this clip.
We cut drug prices now with the favored nations, most favored nations. We cut them by 70, 80, 90%. You could say 500%, 600, depending on the way you phrase the statement. But we now play,
And meanwhile, Donald Trump pushed forward a big initiative, which is to ensure that blueberry and mango vape flavors from the LA manufacturer Glass would be allowed to be sold right now. Trump became very frustrated with McCary, his FDA commissioner, who he now wants to fire, for not moving fast enough to approve flavored vapes and other nicotine products. Donald Trump wants to make sure flavored vapes and nicotine products could be marketed, in my opinion, to children. McCary refused to authorize blueberry and mango vape flavors from an LA manufacturer named Glass, worried that the fruit flavors would encourage kids to vape and die. But Donald Trump pressured, because Donald Trump said nothing says MAHA, make America healthy again, like glyphosate everywhere and fruit flavored vapes. So the McCary at the FDA said, vapes for everybody. You get a vape, you get a vape, you get a vape, little kiddies. That's the Trump regime for you, everybody. A sick regime. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 7 million subscribers. Thanks, everybody, for watching.
Want to stay plugged in? Become a subscriber to our Substack at MeidasPlus.com. You'll get daily recaps from Ron Filipkowski, ad-free episodes of our podcast, and more exclusive content only available at MeidasPlus.com.